Yes, I hear you, my dear.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Namaste, Farah.
Namaste, my dear.
Namaste, everybody. Actually, you were talking about and not do. We're not the doer, and I'm in a phase where whatever question I would arises in my head, about spirituality or whatever, even in my daily life, which is included, of course, all answers are I don't know.
Yes.
All of them. Like it's so. Of course, my persona, my identity is very affected by that because while I'm evoking it, it rises some emotions. But I guess this is very new for me to not know, really not know, at a point where even during the day, I don't know what I want to do,
Yes.
And so this is, at the beginning, I noticed this, I was like, okay, let it go. This is part of the play apparently, but now this has been like 2-3 weeks, and now I'm a bit starting to freak out
Nah. Yes.
because it's been like a little while for me, But there is rest and not. It's like a very quick flip. I don't know
Yes.
how to explain.
That's okay. This is a very nice. I enjoy this question very much. Now, okay, I'm getting an echo, so you have to mute maybe while I
Okay.
speak.
Okay. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much. How do I do? I'm mute here.
So, what can happen is that even not knowing, we can make that a position. You see? So, there is knowing, like I know a lot of things, and now I don't know a lot of things. You see? So, so the picking up of mental concepts and the not having mental concepts. You see? But very subtly, even this can become a position that now I have the position where I don't know anything. You see? Now, even in this report, the I that we are talking about is a limited entity. You see? Because that I has this particular life, and that I is freaking out a little bit. All of these things are happening to a limited entity. You see? So again, whether we can see it yet or not, even the idea that I don't know anything is a knowing that I don't know anything now. You see? So now what's going to happen to my life? So not even this we can know. And the mind cannot do this. So I'm speaking to you as consciousness itself, as my own being. Not even this we can know, that I don't know anything. Because the mind can only operate in these opposites, knowing something and not knowing, and both can become positions. You see? Doer or not doer, desirer or not desirer, sufferer or not sufferer. You see? What we are talking about is that which is on the background of both of these positions. You see? So even the not knowingness, you see, can become like a phenomenal not knowingness that I know now that I know nothing, and let me now see what happens to my life. You see? But we don't know actually what is happening to our life. Whether what was going to be the outcome of this mental forgetting and not knowing any concept, we actually don't know really. You see? So don't even make a conclusion about how life is turning out because of that. And don't make even the not knowing into a position. You see, don't go from a knower into a not knower. You see? Because you will become like Socrates. Socrates saying, I don't know anything at all. And yet there can be a conceptual holding on to the concept of not knowing. You see? So empty of the concept of mental knowingness of any sort. Like if you didn't have a conclusion about your knowingness, You don't know whether you know or you don't know. Huh? Because subtle as it might be, even this can become like a position where we come into a restaurant. Maybe I'm just taking a silly example, don't mind. I'm just stretching it, exaggerating to make the point. You see? So we might go to the restaurant and the server gives us a menu and we say, ah, actually, I don't know what I want. You see, a lot of, and if that happens, it's fine. But sometimes even these things can happen from a position. You see? Like I have to prove to myself or to the rest of the world that I don't know anything. You see? Or I actually have become like this. I nada now don't know anything. But we are not talking about I nada. Sorry if I'm pronouncing the name wrong. I'm really sorry. I'm saying that I'm saying that not even this. Like you don't know whether you know or you don't know. How is that? So you can't even take a position about knowing or not knowing. It can be very tricky for the mind because the mind is, so then what now? I am completely confused. Either do I know or I don't know. It is neither. Is it? Are you, even about doership, are you the doer or not the doer? Neither. It doesn't. The question doesn't apply to you. Is it? The one that could be the presumable doer or not doer doesn't exist, and the one that is is the one light of consciousness. It's the one doer, one experiencer. So we cannot have a mental answer for any of these questions. I hope some of it got through because I have to bypass the mind completely in these kind of answers. I have to bypass the mind completely because the mind only knows opposites. Either I know or I don't know. Either I'm the doer or I'm not the doer. If I say you are neither, the mind says, but that doesn't help. It doesn't help the mind, but it triggers a recognition about something greater, something deeper that you are, which is beyond this play of opposites. Otherwise, very quickly, in any position that we take, even if it is based on the words you hear in Satsang, any position that you take, then can become a position that tries to hold on to something, and it can become like this, where you say, "Oh, I seem to be losing control of my life, and some strange things have started to happen to me." Even all of these reports, the me is still the I, which is now relying on the not knowing position. But you are not that. That is why Ashtavakra, all the sages, instead take a step back even from this. Who is watching this apparent knowing and not knowing? Something clearer in that? You can say something. I'd like to hear.
Here you go. Yeah, thank you for the description. It appears clear, but still on the level of the mind. While you were explaining, it was very clear. But now I guess I need to chew on what you just said, So, because of course I am aware, saying that I don't know is already the fact that I am aware that I don't know. But as you were saying it, actually I'm clinging to this idea of I don't know in a way because, so now it's changing, now it's different, And actually it's different, but it's not. It's not. I just realized that it's not different. It's the same, just the same. So this is just what I understand so far. But I hope that the understanding will go deeper and deeper.
This is very good. This is very good. I'm very happy with the sharing of this, something which is so subtle, and there already seems to be a resonance with that. I'm very happy with this report.
Oh, thank you very much, Annie, for helping. Thank you very, very much.
I feel very happy because Many times in satsang, I could say that we come from a knowing to a not knowing. You see? But even in this pointing, there can be this seed of a position, a reference point to ourselves, which can be limited. You see? That is why it is just best to how to even say this, to that not knowing which doesn't know anything about knowing and not knowing. You see, that not not a positional, not a reference that we can make about ourselves. So someone says, do you know something or do you not? I don't know. But in some moment you say, yes, I know this. I don't know this. You don't know how. And this is a simple allowing of life to unfold as it is. No position, no reference to ourselves. This is full openness, emptiness, beyond the concept of knowing, not knowing, empty, full. I'm always very happy to receive questions like this. Always very happy to receive questions like this because these can be the very confusing, very subtle points where it can seem like, yes, isn't this what all the teachers are pointing to? Don't know anything, and now I feel like I don't know anything, and my life is becoming a bit wild. What's going on? So in that, even this beautiful pointing of not knowing anything can be planted the seed of I, whose my life can become. When it is said, leave even this one who doesn't know. Left the one who knew, left the one who doesn't know. Both are left, both positions gone. Now we don't know whether we know or we don't know. Like I said, the mind cannot fathom this. It can only operate in these opposites. Something, there's a bypass, something goes deeper.